I started into esports casting commentary. It's nothing but like your cricket commentary. All that I need to do is like look at the live game and say कि ये बंदा इधर गया, वो बंदा उधर गया, इसने यहाँ पे इसलिए ग्रेनेड ऐसे ऐसे we create situations and we take it further. वो थोड़ा hype etc etc. So throughout the way, many gamers and streamers have been a part of my life. Nightrik is one of them. He is from Team Calyx. So hence I mentioned about Call of Duty Mobile. That's where I met Nightrik. And the way I saw him and his teammates annihilate the other lineups, baapre. I can still remember Calyx Cup. I still remember NHK Community Cup. Those
I also do remember that, honestly. The players which we had hired, no, they were some of the best talents in the country. And like they used to play really well. You know, it was always so fun to watch them playing and just do their art within the lobbies. It was like a really great experience. We still miss those days, not gonna lie.
So thank you so much for Shams Vault by. Because of Shams Vault by, I met all these Call of Duty Mobile community and the gamers who are involved into Call of Duty Mobile. So huge shout out to Shams Vault by the way, if he's looking at
From
this
my
one.
side as well, please.
Yeah, from Nitrix as well. So that's a short part about my intro. Currently, I'm going through a lot of casting sessions in various games. There are games lined up as well. There is an event lined up as well. There is a LAN event lined up as well. So one after the other, कृष्ण जी का कृपा है, सब कुछ चल रहा है. आगे चलेगा और भी देखेंगे. So that's about me. Niraj, would you like to share?
या श्योर. सो बेसिकली बचपन से ही गेम्स का शौक था. कीपैड्स में वो स्नेक वाला गेम हो, बाउंस बॉल या क्रिकेट थिंग. So it's just, I guess, started from there. Then it went to the PC games, the story mode games, the cricket games, and the PC as well, more 3D versions of it. And WWE, one of my favorite genres of gaming. Then
Nice.
at 2017 and 18, I just played PUBG in the mobile. So that's where the interest got started. Then I explored the esports side. Then I
Nice.
played few events. But basically तो पढ़ भी रहा था तो इतना नहीं खेला. But still I participated in the tournaments जितना भी possible हो सकता. The major events which I played was ESL and PMCO qualifiers.
Wow.
So yeah, back in 2019, 2020, COVID, it just, I just like,
Why not give them a bigger stage? That I played it a bit late, you know. Like वो era जा चुका था and then I realized कि यार मैंने उस time पे miss कर दिया. I should still download that game somehow and play it.
I tried playing Project IGI after I built this gaming rig. So what happened was the resolution was
Yeah, similar to Death Stranding, you know.
every gamer knows about it. Then came CS:GO, then came PUBG PC, then came CS:GO. These titles totally changed the way FPS games moved on. Then we started exploring gaming, mice, keyboard, etc. Recently, I came look at the irony of the situation that all these years I have been playing games. I never bothered about taking a gaming mouse and a keyboard. So recently, while playing Valorant, this fellow told me like your shots are not getting connected because your mouse polling rate is not enough. I said mouse polling rate. What is this? So he showed me websites, and in the websites he said it should hit 1,000, and my mice is hitting it at 100. No doubt the opponent is like. I'm getting taken down like a noob in the game. Obviously, a noob in the game. That's a different part altogether. So,
Of course, that makes a difference. Because see, you'll notice something that even FPS on PC have evolved in a very different way. So, for example, at our times, Halo used to be a game where you need a higher sensitivity to be able to track aim, right? Because people are moving so fast. Then we also have these. Sorry, I forgot the name, bro. Apex के predecessors जो games थे हमारे, right? So उनमें भी you need to have such a high sensitivity, right? Other than that, Call of Duty was a game जिसमें initially कम sensitivity लगती थी, but जब से Black Ops 3 आया, 4 आया, then you had to play it on a higher sensitivity because the movement is so fast. अदर देन दैट पीसी में हम अभी ऐसे इवॉल्व हुए कि पहले हाई सेंसिटिविटी एम वाली गेम्स थी, अभी जैसे सीएस आ गया, वैलो आ गया, सो नाउ यू नीड टू बी मोर प्रिसाइज, यू नीड टू हैव स्लोअर एंड कामर एम एज वेल, एंड दैट्स
यस।
व्हाई दीस थिंग्स हैव स्टार्टेड टू मैटर इवन मोर.
कॉल ऑफ ड्यूटी का जब वर्जन्स आ रहे थे वन आफ्टर द अदर, आई एक्सेप्ट दिस ओपनली, फाइल मिल गया था, फाइल मिल गया, स्टार्टेड यूजिंग इट, वेर एंड आई फेल्ट कि समथिंग इज मिसिंग, समथिंग इज रियली मिसिंग. तो दैट्स व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड एक्सप्लोरिंग स्टीम, एपिक and
Bought his belongings with him, and then we started unpacking all of it gradually. So one day while unpacking, he was an avid Pokemon card collector. So he found a small box with I think approximately 20, 30 or 40 cards. Like it was between that only. But then he found that some cards out of those were quite rare, and then he looked at the prices on internet, and then he found that the cards which he has are like already retailing for between 30 to 50k INR each. So like they have risen to so much value as well.
30k 50 30 to 50k
Yeah, so like I
understand.
remember, I think 60 to 70% of the cards were kind of worthless, but some of the cards were like quite valuable, or at least you can just sell them and get some cash in. Right, it was that thing. I think people do spend on such cards. It is retailable as well.
Absolutely. Before we proceed, let me respond to the comments. Hey, Vadai God,
Yeah.
welcome. Ella nirkeppe nalla irukya. Welcome, welcome. That's all I know in Tamil. Don't ask me to say anything else. Hello, Terminator. Namaste and welcome to the live. 4.3-ish. 4.3-ish. Acha, he's talking about the aspect ratio of the game. Fantastic. Love you, Santa. Love you too.
Yeah.
बाबाजी गेमर ऑडियो एको आ रहा है डिस्कॉर्ड वाला लोगो का. अच्छा, I'll check. So guys, talk about it a little bit. I'll turn off my mic and I'll see if it is echoing. I don't think it should echo. Probably it happened maybe back that time and it should have been.
By the way, Santa, like, did you try the new game Indus?
I did. I also did a play
and I think
test.
Niraj has also tried it.
Yeah,
So what
yeah,
are your thoughts? Like, I want to hear you guys' thoughts on that.
So
Let
I
me-
guess
हाँ, आप नीरज बोल दो, मैं इतने में ना
Okay.
लाइव चेक करके आता हूँ.
like
आप,
जब
बात
beta
करो.
version था, I tried. It was not that precise and smooth as compared to the release version. I felt it
Yeah.
was more smooth and stable. And जो फायर
Yep.
मतलब जो हिटिंग वाला इशू भी था बेटा पे कि शॉट्स करने मतलब रेडार पे हैं बट बंदे पे हिट नहीं हो रहे. आई गेस वो भी इम्प्रूव हुआ है एंड इट्स रनिंग क्वाइट स्मूथ एंड पीपल आर एक्चुअली गेटिंग इंटरेस्टेड इनटू इंडस.
Yeah, so I had this take as well. So beta में there was definitely heating issues. Beta में there was definitely more lags and optimization issues. But it is noticeable कि जो global launch है उसमें ये बहुत सारे issues fix हुए हैं, right? Like it's understandable the game still has some shortcomings, but I think the improvement is noticeable. And I was trying to play the game again and again to understand what sort of skill ceiling it has. So these are just my observations. Currently I feel that game में जो aim assist है it's not too strong or overpowering. For example, if you have played the Valorant mobile का beta, so the aim assist was a bit overpowering. इस game में मेरे को ऐसा feel नहीं हुआ. Other than that, I noticed some things that as compared to let's say BGMI. BGMI, if you have to aim on a certain enemy, so their movement is relatively slower. Although Indus में जो enemy movements हैं वो काफी fast है as compared to other games. So you need to once again drag your finger more, and that involves a skill set too, right?
The slide
And-
part too.
Yeah, the slide part too. So I think slide में भी अभी कुछ चीजें हैं which I'm also yet to understand, because last night I was in the firing range, just to understand the entire mechanics of the game, right? So I noticed that, for example, Call of Duty का जो slide था, you press slide and then you can immediately sprint afterwards. Okay.
Yeah.
If you press slide, you can immediately sprint or jump afterwards.
True.
Although Indus में there is a slight delay. That let's say आपने slide किया, उसके immediately बाद ना there will be a half or 1 second का delay where your character will be standing एंड उसके बाद वो स्प्रिंट कंटिन्यू करेगा. इवन इफ यू आर ऑन स्प्रिंट लॉक, कैरेक्टर पहले स्लाइड करके रेस्ट लेगा एंड देन वो स्प्रिंट कंटिन्यू करेगा.
You're not
वो
talking about
चीज
the
है.
pixelation wala part, right? Not the pixelation issue.
No, I am talking about the overall movement mechanics of the game because I was testing these things thoroughly yesterday. So जैसे कॉडम में स्लाइड था,
Hmm.
कॉडम के स्लाइड में यू नो दैट यू कैन जस्ट स्लाइड जंप कंटिन्यूअसली. इंडस में दिस थिंग इज हार्डर टू डू बिकॉज स्लाइड के बाद देयर इज अ डिले, लाइक हाफ सेकंड का 1 सेकंड के लिए योर कैरेक्टर विल नॉट बी एबल टू स्प्रिंट
Hmm.
आफ्टर यू हैव जस्ट फिनिश्ड स्लाइडिंग. दैट्स द थिंग.
तो जब इंडस का नोटिफिकेशन मुझे आया कि इट इज़ अवेलेबल, यू प्री रजिस्टर्ड फॉर इट इज़ अवेलेबल, गो अहेड एंड डाउनलोड. तो आई वेंट डाउनलोडेड द गेम, स्टार्टेड प्लेइंग ऑन एन एमुलेटर बिकॉज आई वाज डूइंग द प्ले टेस्ट ऑफ द गेम. What I wanted to see ki how exactly I can see the drop, because on emulator you can actually see if the frame rates are dropping and if the
Yeah.
PC is taking a hit or not. We can check it on the task manager. There are several things I added to it. The main part is कि my mobile बेचारा OnePlus 60 थोड़ा बुढ़ा हो गया. He said कि Santa I can't handle I can't handle PUBG, I can't handle BGMI, so forgive me करके. It runs. It's not so that wherein for streaming purpose it will be difficult. So hence the emulator part. खेला अच्छा लगा. Certain aspects which I also spoke about in that particular playtest is that the screen tears at areas when you move your crosshair, particularly when you use your smoke grenade. The smoke grenade is like a big spear, a very big spear, almost of the height of, if I'm not wrong, 16 meters, 16 to 18 meters of high. When you enter the smoke, immediately you'll get a visual distortion effect. So if a person has kind of like a visual impairment or maybe motion sickness, the music stopped, sorry, one sec. So if the person has a kind of visual distortion or such kind of areas where he feels slightly distorted even if the screen tears, that can be a bit of problem for those kind of people. Other than that, at times you see distorted graphics while you are moving your crosshair or while you are taking a fight with someone. Hardly visible. Of course, I would like to quote the example of PUBG Mobile, right? When PUBG Mobile initially launched, if you guys have you played PUBG Mobile on season 1 right after
Yeah.
the
Yep,
launch?
I have.
Okay. So you know how Georgopol looked back in the day, how Pochinki looked back in the day, and how it is today. So if you
Yeah.
remember Georgopol ka squad house area, it was like a very plain ground, no ridges,
The
no ups and
textures were
downs.
very plain. Yeah.
Huh. Textures were plain. At the same point of time, there was no terrain. Okay. No ups and downs, no ridges, no stones. Even the grass was not there, as far as I remember. And as soon as I landed, all that I got was a pistol. Someone had a weapon. They killed me. I did not know what happened. This happened 3 times with me. I uninstalled the game. Then I started playing again in season 3. So from season 3, I continued to play on live sessions offline. Till season 8, there were like n number of glitches. Okay, and many parts where the game kind of, you feel like you just want to throw the mobile away and say कि भाई नहीं चाहिए यार game में से. Wherein the beauty of PUBG cooperation is so that, again, no brand promotion or anything. I love PUBG. It's an emotion. It will always be there throughout the life, no matter how many games open. Again, other titles, Santa did not say this. Santa is a gamer. I play all the games. Trouble में नहीं जाने का अपने को. So it took 8 seasons for PUBG Mobile to get into an optimized level. And then it got banned. BGMI came into the picture. Now BGMI today, if you see, every day there will be, every update for 1 week period, till the time you get a small patch and an optimization, the game will be glitchy. Map won't open, player's movement is like off slightly, your shots are not connected, etc, etc, etc. So it happens with every game that it has to go through a phase of corrections, a phase of optimizations, and that's where you'll see that, okay, the game is fine. Yesterday itself it happened with me. We were performing an esports match, kind of like a community event, a 3000 grand finale. We started the live session sitting with just like how we sat on, right? Three gamers, and we were commentating about the game. So we just began the show, and in 10 minutes, the match server died, timed out. So nothing could be done. We had to like just close the game and rehost the match. It happened 3 times. And then at night, when I was like slightly depressed about the situation that we planned everything and this is how it ended up, you feel slightly sad that your content got deleted. You have to delete the content because you can't make anything out of it. When I sat down, I saw that even other creators face the same kind of issue, particularly when they are taking a fight with the opponent. I'm though sitting here performing commentary. Now those guys on the live session, they are trying to fight. The shots were not hitting, and then the pop-up on the screen timed out. So this particular content creator is like, am I alive in the game? Particularly doing a 1v4 gameplay. So the person is like, am I alive in the game? Or did the other person, did I get the finish or not? Karke ye baat kare. You know, right, how it is when you are entertaining your audience.
We have also hosted tournaments, right? So we have noticed these same issues in the rooms. So yeah,
I think one of the issue is like when you talked about PUBG Mobile, back then India has a major part in the server. So when it got banned, so the global version is very stable compared to BGMI.
Agreed.
And we are facing the same issue here. The BGMI is not that well optimized, and I think server load is one of the major reasons for it.
Agreed. So currently, we started at Indus and then moved to the servers of BGM and then to PUBG. I totally agree with you. If you looked at PEL, which just finished, if you looked at those matches, those short connections are so precise. At the same point of time, the entire map looked so beautiful. Of course, they use the client. They use the client version, because of which they get better graphics compared to what we see on the screens. At the same point of time, no matter how big of your client is, if the game is not up to that level, you won't see that beauty on the screen, right?
Yeah, like the precise burst, you just hit 4 to 5 bullets, and if that's accurate, the enemy gets knocked. Even it's 200 meter, 300 meters.
So Niraj understood what I was talking about. Precise connection. Yeah, you you use 6x on your M4, hit like a burst fire, particularly on DP. DP 6x. You remember back in the day, 3-4 shots ka burst. We used to.
Yeah, snacks had that.
I'm a fan of Mortal, so Mortal ka
Mortal started that
AKM,
DP legacy.
AKM DP का combo, और उसके बाद वो एक गया. It happened so that the players are using it, so it became a meta. It's not that the weapons or the map is there and that's the meta. No. It's the players started using it, so everyone, and then it shifted to UMP45, it shifted to DBS, etc. So now we have to see how exactly Indus is taking it further. A welcome game for sure. A lot of parts which I liked a lot about the game. And if I start talking about Indus, there are like, and even 1 hour of session will not be enough, for sure.
Yeah, I think it deserves a separate session as well. It definitely deserves another session.
Maybe we three will play.
I have one take on Indus is that so I have been playing Call of Duty ka Battle Royale since season 1. So the people who have played Call of Duty since, let's say, beta or since season 1, they would know कि first season mein multiplayer was playable, but Battle Royale you can't even play properly because it's like you'll drop in, the game will crash any moment, and then you'll be thrown out. And hota kya tha ki you are playing the game on your screen and pura screen, like you're playing it and wo as it is atak jayega. Then you had to restart the game again. Restart karoge to your mic and audio will be glitched completely. Plus second season में वो थोड़ा सा playable हो गया, लेकिन everyone here knows, I think जो भी कॉडम पे रहा है 7-8 सीजन तक तो वॉइस चैट ही नहीं था कॉडम पे. Like Battle Royale में you can't even use the voice chat on कॉडम Battle Royale. MP का voice chat was fine, but Battle Royale का voice chat, it was like हमको पता है बस बटन है, but it is pretty much non-existent because it's not working. लेकिन अभी के लिए हम देखें so कॉडम is such a better game today, right? Even PUBG is such a better game today. So this is what I think about Indus as well. that कुछ ही टाइम हुआ है कि डेवलपर्स ने उसको बनाना शुरू किया. They have a new concept and for whatever reasons they have launched it as of now. I think it's good कि अगर कोई भी issues है ना masses से उनको वो feedback अभी के लिए मिल जाएगा
हाँ.
and then they can constantly work on improving it
Hmm.
because like I think this might be a green flag for Indus which is
करके बोलने में ना वो मजा आता है, राइट?
actually Discord saved everyone, you know, वरना हम शायद बैटल अच्छे से खेल ही नहीं पाते. Discord saved us.
टीममेट को टॉन्ट करना, टीममेट को ट्रॉल करना, उसके ऊपर ग्रेनेड थ्रो करो, मॉली थ्रो करो, समथिंग अदर देन ये सारी चीज़ें. सो हाँ, द मोमेंट आई लॉन्च्ड इंडस आई डिड इट ऑन लाइव सेशन. इट्स काइंड ऑफ लाइक एन अनबॉक्सिंग थिंगी दैट आई डिड. बैक मैंने क्या किया था कि गेम को एक बार रन किया, जस्ट एंटर द ट्रेनिंग ग्राउंड्स. Particularly when you fire AKM in PUBG Mobile and you fire AK in Call of Duty, you find that भाई चला रहा हूँ, actual weapon चला रहा हूँ. And then these weapons join the road in how come Indus sorry.
Indus. Yeah, because see, I think there's one more difference which you would notice is that PUBG or COD में there's bullet drop. Or let's say there's bullet travel first of all. That when you shoot a bullet from your gun, it travels to the distance at a certain velocity. In games like Indus and Free Fire, there's something which is like bullet सीधा आपके crosshair पे register हो जाएगा, right?
No
So
trajectory
that's
option.
why. Yeah, वहाँ पे trajectory नहीं है bullets का. But
Bullets.
yeah, it promotes a different type of gameplay as well because you know what? अगर वो सीधा register हो रहा है at that second, कोई बंदा किसी भी distance पे है, you can do flick shots with them. It's just that हाँ अभी के लिए scope थोड़ा धीरे open होता है.
सर है
The scope open should be like much faster. But ये है कि अगर crosshair पे है ना, so your shotgun gameplay, your sniper gameplay, it can be cool. Like you can do really cool things. अगर trajectory नहीं है तो
So,
that's also possible.
so that's about Indus. तो नीरज, मैंने तो बोल दिया AKM वहाँ पे, यहाँ पे, and then Locust. So your choices.
Yeah, I feel in BGMI as of now, I will prefer the shotgun as the meta is going on. But apart from that, UMP45 was my go-to gun for close range, and I keep a secondary M4 preferable or Scarrel.
Scarrel, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no complaints. लेकिन I want to see that the change from shotgun to ARs. Otherwise, पूरा मैच में बस मेरे को धाम धूम बस वही कान फट जा रहे हैं. Like particularly gaming headphones and you are observing a game and these guys are like with S12K, with BBS. If S12K suppressed, हाँ, beautiful sound.
Yeah, that
Beautiful sound. You hear that puchuk and the guy is like, ah.
I think the fight style has also changed in the competitive scenario,
हाँ.
where like suppose मेरे पे shotgun है, मैं mid range fight पे like in a 50 meter distance, सामने वाला तो मार ही देगा. तो बंदे अभी क्या कर रहे हैं, या तो ड्राइव बाय सीधा जाके मुंह पे ही फाइट ले रहे हैं. सो मेटा हैज चेंज्ड क्वाइट अ लॉट एंड वही सिचुएशन पे आ जाता है. अगर मिड रेंज फाइट हो तो शॉटगन वाला तो मतलब वो कम्पीट ही नहीं कर पाएगा फिर. सो प्लेयर्स का माइंडसेट एक एंड देयर प्लान्स रियली प्ले अ लॉट व्हेन यू in the competitive
Basically a range of combat as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll talk about a point of this meta that is running, and I have to give a shout out to a gamer and a streamer as well. Before I go to that segment, your choices, Nitrik,
So I am more of a AKM.
or in PUBG Mobile, on a AR particularly.
At PUBG I was going with the half grip, but now in
Muzzle.
BGMI, yeah, muzzle.
Muzzle.
Oh, sorry. Compensator and for close range weapon suppressor.
Why suppressor?
Yeah, why?
It's like my personal choice. I feel like the suppressors with specifically with AKM, it just is accurate and it's connect well. So yeah.
I mean, the thought which was running, this sound which you hear, it sounds.
Sound, and I've seen
Fastest by
Hipfire.
overall scope opening. No, not for the hipfire, but for the ADS actually. And like that loadout was quite good. So it had Ranger foregrip, it had stippled, and then there was this laser. तो लेजर पूरा कंपनसेट कर देता था उसकी स्पीड के लिए। एंड स्टेपल से क्या होता है, वो आपका मूवमेंट इतना स्लो नहीं करेगा, बट इट रिड्यूसेस योर रिकॉइल अ लॉट।
So this
आई थिंक इट वाज
explains.
स्टेपल्ड और रबराइज्ड, या बिकॉज वो रिकॉइल कंट्रोल कर देता है आपका पूरा
So
सिर्फ हैंड ग्रिप से
this
ही।
explains how many hours you spent on Call of Duty Mobile. That you know. Also, you need to play a lot of BR matches in order for these things to get unlocked. Earlier days पे direct नहीं मिलता था ना. You unlock
या
one weapon after the other. You unlock one slot after the other.
आई थिंक अपने पास वो कार्ड्स रहते थे ना, अपग्रेड कार्ड्स।
Yeah,
सो वी यूज्ड टू हैव अ
friends,
लॉट ऑफ अपग्रेड कार्ड्स, एंड
friends
पता
भी
था एक
share
दो गन पे
करते.
जो स्पेंड करना है,
Hmm.
सिर्फ एक दो गन पे ही तो स्पेंड करने का है उसको, राइट?
सब कुछ
तो
एक बार
इसलिए
इकट्ठा कर
उसको
लिया.
पूरे।
सब कुछ
यप।
इकट्ठा कर लिया और एक ही साथ उसको यूटिलाइज कर दिया. वन वन सिंगल टाइम पे एक गन रेडी. और इसी को ले जाके बीआर में पूरा बूम बम एंड देन मल्टीप्लेयर मैचेस व्हेन दे स्टार्टेड एब्सोल्युटली गोइंग bonkers and we met you all guys in Sham's Vault. Then I saw Calix annihilating from one end, NHK annihilating from the other end. I said on one stream that I want to see NHK versus Calix. And in the tourney, I see these two guys going head on right in the beginning of the match. I said, please back out. I did not want these guys to, any of the team members to get eliminated because I wanted these two guys to fight in the end zone. You keep the best parts to the. Thankfully, Calix backed out. NHK was long range shooting and then doing a little bit of damage. पता नहीं फिर क्या हुआ, ये लोग भी चले गए, वो लोग भी चले गए, लगे थैंक यू एंड द गाइस ऑन द चैट आर लाइक सैंटा व्हाट इज दिस कि यू आर गिविंग इंस्ट्रक्शंस टू द प्लेयर्स दिस, अरे कैसे हो गया यार, 3 मिनट का डिले तो चलता चलता है, हाउ इट इज पॉसिबल. So yeah, man, lot of memories involved with Gordon, lot of memories involved with PUBG Mobile, and now Indus joining the ranks. So hopefully, my best wishes to the team for bringing up, for developing such a beautiful game. Yeah, they took a lot of time to release the game. All this wait, we waited for that long for PUBG Mobile, for Call of Duty Call of Duty Mobile का जो waiting मुझे आज भी याद है. Every day I would go to Play Store, swipe it to refresh, see that you know you see the install button available or not, और उसके बाद देखते हैं. In this welcome change, we will play if you guys take some time out anytime.
I'm also planning to stream actually, so
Yeah,
yeah,
sure,
let's
sure.
do it sometime.
So guys, be ready for a lot of Indus streams. We have 3 players here. We will invite one more so that we have.
We can simply sign up. I guess they will give the access in few days.
अच्छा ठीक है, help me
Yeah.
out with that.
Yeah, sure,
So
sure.
we are touching 1 hour before we go to the close off. Um we won't talk about the negative aspect involved in the gaming, wherein I want to address the issue. Let me know your thoughts about it. What I feel is कि a gamer is supposed to play every game. Try, at least try every game. Not to restrict yourself to one particular genre or one particular game. Had I been just restricted to PUBG Mobile, even today I wouldn't just playing PUBG Mobile on emulator, and it's possible as well with VPN and other process. Whereas I wouldn't have explored the huge world of open world games, then MMORPG, RPG games, and then shooter games, FPS, racing, sports, etc. Haven't met all these guys, all the gamers. So that's my opinion. At the same time, a gamer should have a positive attitude and a mindset and not to get into that negative dark corner. That's always there. It happens after an intense gaming session, or maybe you know a heated argument happens that you did not revive me when that guy is killing me down, or you didn't throw the smoke to cover. There's that blah blah blah, and then there are team issues and all. So my take is so that you know, just enjoy the gaming session. If you feel tense, take a pause, take a breather, put it on BRB, go shout in the balcony, come back and then play. What do you say?
Mhm. Yeah, I feel like if you are playing it off stream, like the competitive scenarios,
Hmm.
the team arguments are important in order to build the synergy as well as the communications and the bonding between the team. You just can't be like happy playing all the time. Those moments will make the team stronger, and it's a quote, a team that's eat together, stays together. So yeah, every process is important, may it be argument or लड़ाई झगड़ा कुछ heat of the moment में बोल देना, but you should be mature enough to then go to that
Handle
teammate
that
and
rationally.
yeah,
Huh.
Yeah.
And if you are on stream, then I think you should be like have that sense of maturity. Ki I'm playing in front of a lot of audience. I should putting a good impression and teach them how you should game, because the age group is, I guess, 14 to 21 majorly. So I think you inspire a lot of young guys. You have to behave properly.
आपका नाइट्रिक?
So I have this take that first of all, I'll come to that part where you said that a gamer should try every game. I think this is the very nature of passion we have for gaming. That यार हम गेम को खेलते हैं फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल फन के लिए और टू हैव एन एक्सपीरियंस आउट ऑफ इट. एंड आई थिंक काफी लोग सारे लोगों ने ना खुद को ही कहीं ना कहीं एक बॉक्स के अंदर बंद कर लिया होता है, खुद को रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर लिया होता है कि हम खेलेंगे तो एक ही गेम खेलेंगे. एंड आई थिंक दे कम फ्रॉम दिस बैकग्राउंड कि उनका जो गेम को लेके इंटरेस्ट बना है, पैशन बना, वो एक पर्टिकुलर गेम से बना होगा डेफिनेटली. बट दे आर जस्ट नॉट येट ओपन टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हाँ ज्यादा गेम्स ट्राई करना would be even more fun for them, right? Because that might just give themselves only more experiences, like more memories and more titles to play on. Sometimes it's just that thing that we are stuck inside a bubble and we just don't want to step outside of that bubble for once, right? And I think for many gamers this actually works, that once you take a step out of that bubble, you just try a second title, you try a third title, that and then you automatically start having a more open mind, and then basically you just grow as a gamer. I think that's just growth as a gamer. Other than that, I do agree with Niraj in terms of arguments and deeds. Even being a professional player, we know what sort of things happen or what sort of situations arise when you are on the field in like competitive matches who are important to you, right? It's just that it's important that being a gamer you are also understanding, rational and mature enough. Because the thing is, even in real life we sometimes have fights with our buddies. It's just that we don't leave them, right? Like हमारा किसी से झगड़ा हुआ कितना भी गंदा हो जाए, then we just sit down, talk.
CS2?
I play Valor. I have to try
Yeah.
CS2. And I think CS2 is also available in Max, so bro, we can definitely play it together sometime.
Sure. We will try each and every game. And yes, the one you said Starlight.
Scarfold.
Okay.
Yeah, Scarfold
Need
too.
to try. I'm into play testing as well, gameplay testing. So I love to play a lot of games. Recent time पे एक छोटा सा project complete कर रहे थे जहाँ पे it lasted 30 different games, 30 different mobile games.
Oh.
I did not touch any of the particularly like gambling kind of games. Not that's one genre where I'm slightly. पर सॉलिटेयर खेल लेते हैं सॉलिटेयर खेल लूँगा, लेकिन ये सब नहीं. रिसेंट पे एक और भी खेला था, रमी एंड ऑल. आई लाइक. फिर मुझे लगा कि ओके, you call yourself a gamer and you're not touch basing casino or rummy, you should just give it a try, not spending.
I think Riot has a card game too, if I'm not wrong. Teamfight Tactics or
there is
something like that.
Can't recall the name, wherein you have to swap the cards and then you get a buff card, then you get a debuff card.
Yes, it's actually the characters from League of Legends only. They have just placed it there.
League of Legends spanning into different genres, man. Then it opened up a portal where it entirely brought in some more games of that particular line, of that particular characteristic of the game.
And the storyline each character has, and the Riot team that has developed so many interesting stories, and the web series, the Arcane, it's booming too.
Agreed, completely agreed with you. You see Monkey King, right? Wukong.
Wukong,
Monkey
yeah.
King. Now Monkey King is there in Dota 2. Monkey King is, by the way, I don't play Dota 2. I could not understand, wherein I know what every hero does. 150 plus something, or approximately 150
You have played MOBA though. Like, have you played any other MOBA?
Playing, no. Casting, yes. Now if you ask me how you did that, thanks to YouTube. But
And actually it's interesting without playing? How did you cast? It's like
Yeah,
mobile
the
is
हाँ
actually
setup is.
complex than the VR or FPS game.
अरे गूगल बाबा है ना,
It's
गूगल माता की जय बोलो, यूट्यूब को हाय हेलो बोलो, यू विल फाइंड लाइक our content creator, beautiful content creators.
then Santa, say if you already understand the game now, you should definitely try
Right.
playing it. चाहे तो Mobile Legends you can
I
try,
played.
okay? Or yeah, you played Mobile
I mean,
Legends, right?
I tried.
Yeah,
Hmm.
no, when I say na, played, like you should once have that journey of starting from a lower rank to climbing a certain rank. So I did this in Mobile Legends that
Hmm.
I was one of the top players in my region at least for a certain amount of time. And I was grinding for that leaderboard on a hero. So I used to play support, and for a support hero, I was grinding to be the hashtag one in my state at least. And that journey is also quite fun.
देखिए here one part of the equation is so that my day is such that it starts with WhatsApp, it ends with WhatsApp.
Yes.
Recently, again I started playing Valo. I started playing Valo long time ago, 2 years ago, wherein for some reason I had to stop it. I didn't like the movement part, but again I started doing it now, getting totally annihilated in the game. Totally annihilated in the game. And those guys are like ऐसे आते हैं धक 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 मारते चले जाते हैं, और मेरा क्या हुआ स्पेक्टेट में, राउंड शुरू भी नहीं हुआ स्पेक्टेट में चला गया. सो हाँ, प्रैक्टिस 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 इज व्हाट्स नीडेड फॉर गेमर फॉर श्योर. तो हाँ, बिफोर वी क्लोज दिस सेशन, एनी क्लोजिंग आर्गुमेंट्स, एनीथिंग यू वांट टू शेयर, एनीथिंग,
It
समथिंग.
was actually a nice conversation, and it was like a trip down memory lane. बहुत सारे पुराने times की बात.
Person, and then we'll have a
Definitely.
quad. That's also one part which I noticed, that you don't say squad in